The story usually goes that Soundgarden's biggest hit was some deeply planned grunge masterpiece, but the truth is a lot weirder. While driving home from a recording studio outside Seattle late at night, frontman Chris Cornell misheard a television news anchor say a phrase that sounded like the title of the song. He thought it was a cool name and wrote the entire arrangement in his head during the drive, eventually whistling the melody into a voice recorder so he would not forget the notes. The funny part is, he originally assumed his bandmates would hate the track because it sounded too much like a delicate piano ballad instead of their usual heavy guitar riffs. Depending on who you ask, the track might never have existed if producer Michael Beinhorn had not bluntly rejected the band's early demos for their 1994 album Superunknown. Beinhorn felt Cornell was trying too hard to write what he thought Soundgarden fans wanted to hear. The producer told the singer to stop worrying about expectations and just write something that sounded like his actual influences, specifically the Beatles and Cream. Shortly after, Cornell delivered a new batch of recordings that included the swirling psychedelic demo for Black Hole Sun. Actually putting the track to tape was a messy process. Guitarist Kim Thale was initially resistant to the delicate guitar parts, but the band eventually ran the instruments through a Leslie speaker to give the music a strange, dreamlike sound. Cornell, who repeatedly hated singing in front of people, kicked the producer out of the control room and recorded his vocals entirely alone. He allegedly sang so loudly and so close to the microphones that he destroyed the internal capsules on 5 expensive studio mics before the sessions were done. The track eventually became a massive commercial success, aided by a deeply unsettling music video directed by Howard Greenhall. The director pitched a sarcastic, apocalyptic concept inspired by the opening of the film Blue Velvet, instructing the actors to look completely psychotic while their faces melted into computer-generated grins. The band members agreed to appear in the video on one condition, which was they flat-out refused to smile. That singular demand actually saved the production a massive amount of money, since digitally enhancing their faces with fake smiles would have completely wrecked the budget. Fans spent years trying to decode the lyrics, but Cornell always maintained that he was just playing with words and painting a picture rather than telling a specific story. He frequently pointed out that the track was actually quite sad, expressing frustration that people mistook the pretty melody for something cheerful.